Good morning. It is currently just after 6 and I am taking an Amtrak that is a little over 10 hours and it will be the Pennsylvanian route from Pittsburgh all the way back to New York. I'm excited to check it out. To be able to get to my final destination, I'm gonna have to catch another train from New York. So in total on Amtrak, I will be on the train for about 12 and a half hours today, which will definitely be the most amount of time I've spent on an Amtrak in a single day ever. So what will I be able to do? You know, I don't really know, not much, because apparently the Pennsylvanian is just like a regular train. There's no sleeper cars, there's no observation cars. It's just coach class, business class, all the way through. Nothing really special, just a regular cafe car. I'm still looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of work done, whether it be schoolwork or editing videos. So I'm looking forward to it, and we'll have to see. In terms of time of the day, because it's during the day, I'm going to be able to see the whole Pennsylvanian countryside, because this literally goes all throughout everywhere in Pennsylvania. Obviously starting in Pittsburgh, but I'll be making stops in places like Harrisburg, Altoona, so getting to really see all of PA. So the station is situated pretty much right in the center of downtown, just a few blocks down from where everything takes place, and it's right next to the Greyhound station as well, which makes it very easy for connections if you're doing a transfer like that, and also just very easy to get to if you need to get to a hotel or a conference center, or you know, just you're in the city and need to get somewhere. Love how it doesn't take a trek to get to Amtrak. From Pittsburgh, Amtrak is quite limited. Really the only cities that you can get to are kind of Philadelphia and New York through the Pennsylvanian route. You can get to like the Baltimore, DC area. Another option you could do is kind of go up towards Cleveland, South Bend, Indiana, over to Chicago. And with that, that's along the Capital Limited route. And there, that's where you can get your observation cars, your sleeper cars. You may be asking yourself, how in the world does it take over 8.5 hours to get to Philly and nearly 10 hours to get to New York, when driving-wise, Philly's 4.5 hours and New York is 6? Well, it has to do with the fact that it's not a straight shoot. It kind of goes up the state a little north and south, so it's kind of going in like, almost like a zigzaggedy path to get there, to be able to hit all of these small Pennsylvania towns. The waiting room isn't big at all, but that makes sense considering there's only really 2 trains out of here a day. I'm kind of surprised at how busy it is. I think that's more so the fact that it's a Monday morning of a business week, so you have a lot of people who are trying to get to maybe those smaller towns, or maybe even specifically Harrisburg or Philadelphia for the long work week before things begin. And yeah, people actually do travel to the small like farming towns for business, because a lot of people in those towns may not necessarily have the funds to be able to make it out to Pittsburgh, so the business clients will go there for negotiations for like farm deals and different things relating to that. In terms of baggage that you can bring on, 1 carry-on and 2 other large suitcases. So I have my 1 like carry-on that's like a small personal item, and I got my backpack as well. After that, if you want to bring anything more than those 3 items, it'll cost you $20 per item. The train features a 2-2 layout, so 2 seats, an aisle, and 2 seats. At the very front of each car, there are 2 restrooms, 1 to your left, which is a smaller one, 1 to your right, which is a larger handicap one, and on this train in total, there are 5 cars, including 1 cafe car. The restrooms in terms of cleanliness are whatever. It's like an airplane restroom, you know. They're functional, so I guess that's all that really matters. I try to avoid using them if I don't have to. The legroom is absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm able to stretch my feet out literally as far as they can possibly go, and I'm still not hitting anything. It's so big, and it's just amazing. It's like this on pretty much all Amtrak trains, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much. The seats are so wide. It's like it could fit a whole person and a half on each one, and they're actually very comfortable. The cushioning is very, very strong, and the headrest, great as well. Only thing is though, there's no armrest between the seats, so that's one, kind of complaint. There are no armrests really on any Amtrak route, even long haul in coach, so something you just have to deal with. The footrest is also awesome because you can set it to two different positions, which is a medium position and a low position. So the medium position is great because it feels like your legs are almost completely straight out, which is so nice for a long haul train. I guess this isn't considered long haul, like a medium haul train. To use the footrest, you just push this down and it comes down just like that. This is the low setting. It's medium. Just push down and bring it to about halfway. You release it, and then it's stable right here like this. It's taking Amtrak forever, and I can't remember if this is on every line or just this one. You pull this, and then this at the bottom kind of kicks in, which gives your foot leeway. The seat reclines a good amount. You see right here, basically you push this down, and then you just give it a nice push. And it goes back a lot. Because there's so much room in front of you, you don't have to feel bad about reclining your seat because you go all the way through. But the person still has so much room. To open the door, you push the push to open, but they also have one on the ground that you can kick. That's great, so you don't have to get your hands dirty. This is also one of the lines that there are no seat assignments on there. It's basically you get on whatever seat you want, you sit down, and that's really it. Many other lines, like the Excel are the most famous one with seat assignments that you pre-book beforehand. Other ones, like the City of New Orleans line and the other, like the ultra long haul lines, they assign you the seat as you're boarding the train and you don't get to pick. As of this moment, nobody's sitting next to me, which is great. So I am hoping that it remains this way for the entire time. By the time it gets to Philadelphia, someone will definitely be here. But maybe for like at least like 5-6 hours, nobody will be here. My seat is a little bit shaky. I don't know how much you can tell from the video, but it's just gonna have to be something that I'm gonna deal with. It's not bad though, not complaining. There is free Wi-Fi. It's a little spotty, not the best. You can't upload or download anything, really, but at least it's good enough to search the web. I'm really excited to see the farmlands across the entire state, specifically as we're getting into areas in central PA, like Altoona, especially as we go into Lancaster. It's gonna be really exciting. And I know you may just be thinking, well, it's just fields of vegetables. Well, I still think that's pretty fun to just be able to see the scenery of America. I absolutely love just how massive the windows are. You really get to see it all around. And if you want to close them, there are curtains available. One of the great parts about train travel is that it's not like buses or planes where once you feel like you need to get out of your seat, you literally just can, and there are cars and cars for you just to walk up and down a few times. So far up until this point, I've just been doing a lot of video editing while enjoying some of the nice views. Comment down below if you can tell what video I'm editing. Cafe Car has a good assortment of things to get. You got some nice sandwiches, snacks, they even have beer and wine. So price-wise, it's expensive because the portions you're getting are so small. But I mean, what can you do? You're on Amtrak, it's not like you can get off the train. And the dining cart, it's nice. You can sit down and get a good view while you're eating. So right now we're about 3 hours into the ride, a little over that. And things have been going smoothly. It hasn't felt like 3 hours. The train is rocky back and forth. And in terms of scenery, hasn't been anything that great yet. There has been a lot of trees, but I'm hoping that as we move in, as we get like closer to like maybe Lancaster, we'll get more of open scenery. For some lunch, I brought a banana and a bagel. So far, I've been on the train for now a little over 8 hours, and things have been going well. I have been editing my video on Dublin literally this entire time. Never did I think that it would take me literally 5.5, probably by the time I'm done, it'll take 7-8 hours worth of editing just for this one clip. So you better all watch it. Yeah, I'm working so hard on that one. So right now we are in Harrisburg. This is our first smoke stop and our only smoke stop. All right, this might seem crazy, but right now I'm running to the state capitol building. Right there, Pennsylvania State Capitol building. Wow, I can't believe I'm doing this at all in my little stop here. I got a few minutes left now to run back, catch the train. I'm doing full out sprint. I see the station. Okay, so obviously that was absurd what I just did. So if you want to see the full thing and full in-depth of it, check out the video of me in Harrisburg, and I'm going to put that video linked at the very end. So now I'm on my second Amtrak of the day, and just to show you how great the Pennsylvanian route was, I'm on the Empire Builder route now, and the seats are a little more narrower. There is no footrest, and the legroom is nowhere near as good. So it just shows you how great the Pennsylvanian is.